Welcome to Microwave and Radar Engineering video lectures. In previous lecture, we discussed microwave cross-field tubes, and in solid state devices, we discussed the detector diodes and pin diodes. Now in this lecture, transferred electron devices. In transferred electron devices, we will discuss gun diode. At the end of this lecture, you will able to understand construction and operation of the gun diode and gun oscillation modes. This is the outline about a gun diode, introduction, construction of gun diode, internal structure and symbol of gun diode, gun effect, operation of gun diode, two-valley model theory, gun oscillation modes, advantages and disadvantages, applications. This is the outline we will discuss in this lecture. Coming to introduction. Working is based on gun effect. We will discuss what is gun effect. It was discovered by Gunn in 1963. It offers negative resistance characteristics. That means it generates power. The theory of transistor is not applicable for gun diode. Of course, it's a diode, but theory of transistor is not applicable. Transistor means theory of diode is not applicable. Why theory of diode is not applicable? It is junctionless diode. There is no junctions in this. It is made with compound components. Compound components means here third group elements and fifth group elements are combined. That means gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, cadmium telluride. But in transistors and diodes, we are using elemental components. That means single elements only we are using. That either P plus, N plus, in P plus and N plus, that means gallium or arsenic separate, boron, phosphide, okay, silicon, germanium. These are all the elemental components. Compound components means gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, cadmium telluride. In these, hot electrons are participated for the generation of oscillations. Hot electron means its thermal velocity, its energy is far greater than the thermal energy. Thermal energy means Vt. We know that 0.026 electron volts. But in normal diodes and transistors, warm electrons participated in operation. Warm electrons, thermal energy, its energy is almost equal to the thermal energy. That means 0.026 electron volts. Here hot electrons, but in normal diodes and transistors, warm electrons. The difference is energy. It is only N-type layer, only single layer. But in PN diode and transistors, multiple layers. In PN diode, 2 layers. N-type layer means only majority carriers are electrons. Coming to the oscillations. Here, oscillations is understood by the theory of Ridley-Watkins-Hillsum theory, RWH theory. He explained how oscillations will produce. So based on theory, gun oscillation operation, gun diode operation explained. This is about the introduction. Coming to the construction. Here 2 N plus layers, top and bottom, in middle N layer. N plus means heavily doped layer. N means normal doped. These top and bottom are the metal contacts for connecting the terminals, electrical terminals. Heat sink also there for counting the heat loss. This is the fabrication point of view. Here n-type layer is, n plus layer is little bit large compared to the remaining n and n plus layer. This is normal structure for better understanding. N plus gallium arsenide substrate, n layer, n plus gallium arsenide substrate. That means 2 n plus layer, middle is n layer. These are the metal contacts, anode and cathode for electrical connection point of view. This is the internal structure, n plus layer, middle is n layer, here n layer is active layer, so we will discuss what is active layer. This is the symbol of gun diode. In normal PN diode, this is the direction flow from P to N, but we have one more line that is called junction. This is junction. This is direction. This is junction. Current direction, junction, PN diode. But here no junctions. I said there is no lines, vertical lines. This is the fabrication. After fabrication, gun diode. Earlier I said here is a large, after that is small in area point of view. Okay, so this is about the gun diode. This is only single layer. Single layer means all are n plus n layer only. N layer. That means majority carriers are electrons. No majority holes. Coming to gun effect. It is based on gun effect. Operation is based on gun effect. So what is gun effect? Above some critical voltage, that means supply voltage, that is equivalent to electric field 2000 to 4000 volts per centimeter. 2000 volts per centimeter, 2000 to 4000 volts per centimeter. The current in every specimen become a fluctuating current in terms of function of time. That means above some supply voltage, some critical supply voltage, that is equivalent to 2000 to 4000 volts per centimeter, there is a fluctuation of current in function of time of the corresponding material. This is gun effect. That means there is some oscillations will develop if the supply voltage is above some critical voltage. That critical voltage corresponding to electric field is 2000 to 4000 volts per centimeter. This is the schematic of the gun diode. The material is gallium arsenide. Total is gallium arsenide. This is a cathode, anode. Here I field domain is formed. In gallium arsenide, let's say this is the gallium arsenide, at cathode side, near to cathode, high field domain, that means electric field only, but it is a high field. Due to in reverse bias, high field, electric field is developed, but here high field, high electric field. We will discuss what is high field domain. What is the use of high field domain? Why it operation depends on high field domain. Okay, so this is the schematic. Now, in gun effect, for n-type gallium arsenide diode, drift velocity of the electrons decreases after reaching the some electric field. This is the graph, velocity versus electric field, velocity versus drift velocity versus electric field. after some electric field, some threshold electric field, let's say this is the threshold electric field. Drift velocity is decreases, but in normal silicon, this is the drift velocity is increases like this. It's independent of electric field. But here, after some threshold electric field, drift velocity decreases. Before threshold electric field, drift velocity increases. This decreasing drift velocity is called, it generates the oscillations. That region is called negative resistance region. I will explain why it decreases, why drift velocity electrons are decreases. In operation, I will explain. Okay, this is gun effect. But this threshold voltage depends on length of the material, length of the diode, length of the diode. Let's say this is the length L, length of gallium arsenide. So we know that threshold for electric field is V by L. So if the length increases, threshold decreases, threshold electric field. If the length decreases, threshold electric field increases. So threshold electric field depends on length of the specimen. For gun diode, the threshold electric field, if the material is gallium arsenide, 3.2 kilovolts per centimeter. If threshold voltage 3.2 kilovolts per centimeter, then only oscillations is generated. Okay, so this is about gun effect. Gun effect means after some electric field, let's say threshold electric field, drift velocity of electrons decreases. This is happened in only gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, cadmium telluride. But in silicon, it increases independent of the electric field. Now, operation of the gun diode. Before going to operation of the gun diode, let's see the energy band diagram of the gallium arsenide or gun diode. Okay, this is the energy band diagram. This is energy. For energy band diagram, for every material, we have valency band, conduction band. In between valency band and conduction band, forbidden band. Same here also. Valency band, forbidden band, conduction band. But in gun diode, that means let's say gallium arsenide, here we are using. In gallium arsenide, conduction band having two valleys. One is lower valley name, one is upper valley. This is the difference in normal energy band diagram, in gallium arsenide energy band diagram. In conduction band, two valleys. One name is called lower valley, it is in lower. One, the name is called upper valley. What is the difference here? In lower valley, mobility is high compared to the upper valley. In lower valley, mass of the electron is low compared to the upper valley. In upper valley 1.2, in lower valley 0.068. This is the energy band diagram of gallium arsenide. So, in lower valley having highest mobility, lowest mass. In upper valley having high mobility, lowest sorry, high mass of the electron, lowest mobility. Okay, again. In lower valley, highest mobility, low mass of the electron. In upper valley, low mobility, high mass of the electron. This is the thing. Remaining same: conduction band, valency band, forbidden band. And one more thing here, there is a difference, energy difference between lower valley and upper valley. There is a energy difference between lower valley and upper valley. That energy difference denoted as the del E, energy difference. That value is 0.36 electron volts. 0.36 electron volts. The energy gap between conduction band and valency band, 1.43 electron volts. 1.43 electron volts. We will discuss further why it is more compared to this one. What happen if this is equal to del E, Eg equal to del E. Okay, why this value is 0.036? Why not 0.026? What happened if it is equal to 0.026 electron volts? That means thermal energy. If it is equal to thermal energy, what happened? We will discuss later. Okay, this is about the energy band diagram. We know that mobility is inversely proportional to the effective mass. So based on that condition, here two valleys, lower valley and upper valley. So I will explain why it is transferred electron device. Why it is a transferred electron device. So I will take values just for understanding point of view. Let's say conduction band having some electrons, valency band having some electrons initially. But in conduction band, initially all electrons are occupied in lower valley only. No electrons in upper valley. Initial means when there is no supply. When there is no supply, no temperature. Let's say room temperature. Initially, all electrons are occupied in lower valley only. There is no electrons in upper valley. Okay, valency band having electrons. For just understanding point of view, let's say N is equal to concentration of electrons in conduction band. Let's say, for example, that N is equal to 100. Sorry, let's say 10. Just for understanding point of view, let's say 10. Mu L is equal to So here mobility is, let's say 10. Mobility is 5. If you observe the energy band diagram, mobility at lower valley is high, mobility at higher valley is, that means upper valley is low. So satisfied. Okay. So we know that, let's say first case. So initially all electrons are in lower value only. No electrons in upper value, that means 0. This is initial. Initial means, let's say room temperature. Okay. So let's say first case, very small at room temperature. Let's say T is equal to room temperature only. at room temperature. Okay, so we know that sigma is equal to n e mu, conductivity. Here this value is constant always, there is no change, it's not depends on any parameter. So sigma directly proportional to n u. At room temperature there is no electron movement. That means if you give the supply, lower valley electrons is moved to the upper valley. Okay, not valence electrons move to the conduction band. The reason is here energy gap is more, here energy gap is less. If provide the supply to the device, all lower valley electrons is starts moving from lower valley to upper valley, not from valency band to conduction band. The reason is this energy gap is more compared to this one. Okay, so that means initially all electrons are in lower valley. When you are giving supply, lower valley electrons is moved to the upper valley. This is the operation. So initially at room temperature there is no movement. Why at room temperature there is no movement? Here energy is 0.36 electron volt, but at room temperature what is the energy? Thermal energy, let's say Vt, 0.026 electron volts. That is not sufficient to move the electrons from lower valley to upper valley. That energy is not sufficient. So there is no movement. There is no movement means, so sigma is equal to NL mu L plus NU mu U is equal to. What is NL? Initial, there is no movement means all electrons are in lower valley only. So we have lower valley, we have upper valley. So all electrons in here only. Here 0. So what is NL? 10. What is mu L? 10. So this is 0 into 5. So the value is 100. Sigma 100. So at room temperature, conductivity is 100. That means there is no further movement. So that means sigma is constant. At room temperature, there is no movement. That means sigma is constant. If sigma is constant, so we know that current density is equal to J sigma E. Here sigma is constant. So if you raise the electric field, what about the current density? Increases. So at room temperature, conductivity is constant. That means there is no movement. So in this case, if the electric field increases, current density increases. This is about case 1. Let's say here, let's say this is 1. Let's say this is 1. Now coming to second. Here temperature is further increases. Further increases means the energy, thermal energy is greater than del E. What is del E? 0.36 electron volts. So thermal energy is greater than del E. So let's say case thermal energy is, sorry, whatever giving temperature, we are increasing the temperature further. Let's say T is increasing. That means energy is greater than 0.36 electron volt. So in this case, few electrons are starts moving from lower valley to upper valley. Few electrons are moving from lower valley to upper valley. So electrons moving from lower value to upper value means, so now NL is previously 10, let's say in this case 7.5. So therefore what about remaining? Nu is equal to 2.5. Mobility is fixed. Mobility at lower value, mobility at higher value always fixed. So therefore sigma is equal to NL mu L plus Nu mu U. So what is NL here? 7.5 into 10 plus 2.5 into 5. So what is the value? So the value is 85. What is the value here? 100. What is the value? 85. Conductivity is less. Conductivity is less means what about the J? J, we know that J is equal to sigma E. J also less compared to previous case. So here is the second case, let's say this is 2. Here conductivity is not constant. Means here electrons are moving from lower value to upper value. So conductivity is not constant. But in first case, conductivity is constant. That means there is no electron movement. There is no electron movement means all electrons are concentrated in lower value only. But now conductivity is moving from lower value to upper value, starts moving. Okay, here this is not constant. Coming to third case, we are increasing temperature further. So in this case, again electrons are moving lower value to upper value. So now more electrons are occupied here compared to previous case. So let's say total NL value is 10. So half of the electrons are moved here. So Nu is 5. Mobility is always fixed. So therefore sigma, third case, NL mu L plus Nu mu. So NL is 5. This is fixed 5. So 75. Compared to previous case, again conductivity decreases. So what about J3? Sigma 3 E. So current density also decreases. Now let's say fourth case, very large temperature. So in this case, let's say all electrons are moved from lower value to upper value. There is no electrons in lower value. All electrons are moved from lower value to upper value. Because very high energy we are giving. More supply we are giving. More supply means all electrons are moving lower value to upper value. Okay. So NL is equal to 0. Therefore, all moving from lower value to upper value means all are occupied in upper value only. So in this case, sigma 4, NL mu L plus Nu mu U. Mobility is fixed. There is no change in mobility. Okay. So this is 0, 50. 5 into 10, 50. Sigma 4 is equal to 50. So compared to previous case, decreases. But in this case, where all electrons are in upper value only. Any movement again? There is no movement. That means there is no further electron movement. All electrons are located in upper value. Okay. So we know that J is equal to sigma E. Now give the supply. Electric field increases here. If the electric field increases, there is no movement because all electrons are located in upper value only. Where it will go? There is no way. So in this case, constant. Sigma 4 is constant. That means J is constant. Sorry, if the E increases, resulting current density increases because sigma 4 is constant in this case. There is no change of electrons. Okay, here numbers I am taking just for example, better understanding point of view. Okay, so if you look into one by one, in case 1, 100, but here is constant. There is no movement of electrons. But in case 2 and case 3, movement of electrons are there. That means conductivity is not constant. But in case 4, all electrons are occupied in upper valley. So there is no further movement. There is no further movement means sigma 4 is constant. So if you increase the electric field, current density also increases. Now draw the graph. Current density versus electric field. So this is the graph. Current density versus electric field. In the first case, when electric field increases, current density increases. When electric field increases, current density increases. This is the first case. Coming to second case. In second case, conductivity is not constant, but conductivity is less than the first case. So if you observe, first case 100, but in second case 85 only. That means conductivity decreases. Conductivity decreases means current density decreases. Current density decreases. Current density decreases if you give the supply, again electrons are moving lower valley to upper valley again. So further conductivity decreases. So here this is the second case starts. Here conductivity is less. If you give again electric field, again electrons are moving from lower valley to upper valley. If the electrons are moving from lower valley upper valley means conductivity decreases. Conductivity decreases means current density decreases. So current density starts decreasing. In third case, again, so in this case also further decreases. So previously 85, now 75. So further decreases, third case. Coming to fourth case, here is the fourth. Further decreases, 50 only. But after fourth case, what happened? After fourth case, that means at fourth case, all electrons are transferred from lower valley to upper valley. Now all electrons are in upper valley only. There is no electrons here. All electrons in upper valley only. All electrons are upper valley. That means conductivity is constant. Conductivity constant means if the electric field increases, what about the current density increases? So from fourth case onwards, electric field increases, current density increases. So again increases. So this is the graph. I said earlier, what is Gunn effect? After some electric field, drift velocity of electrons decreases. So before going to the velocity versus electric field, now this is the current density. After some electric field, current density decreases. This region is called negative resistance region. Why this has happened? We know that current, this is the equation, current density, sigma, this is sigma E. This is constant always. This is fixed. Why this is decreases? At this region, lower valley concentration decreases, upper valley concentration increases. That means at this region, all electrons are moving from lower valley to upper valley. All electrons are moving from lower valley to upper valley. That means lower valley concentration decreases, upper valley concentration increases. What happened? If it is increases, why current density decreases? The reason is concentration increases, but upper valley mobility is high. So this product is high. So high mobility, high concentration. Okay, so this term is increases. Because of mobility high, concentration also high, so combinedly. Okay, so this is about the negative resistance. Here, let operation point of view, this is electric field, this is energy band diagram for different conditions. At first case, all electrons are located in lower value only. Now, second and third case, all electrons are, whatever lower electron concentration is, electrons are transferred to higher value. Lower value electrons are transferred to higher value. Coming to here, fourth case onwards, all electrons are located in upper value only. That means there is no further movement. There is no further movement means sigma is constant. Sigma constant means when you give electric field, J also increases. Okay, so now drift velocity versus electric field. Now drift velocity versus electric field. So we know that velocity is equal to mu into electric field, mobility into electric field. Okay, this is velocity versus electric field. Initially electric field is increases. Velocity also increases. That means mobility also increases. For satisfying the V is equal to mu into E. Initially electric field increases. Generally velocity of electrons also increases. That means mobility increases. This is the reason. This is mu is equal to Vd by E. Okay, coming to after threshold voltage. After threshold voltage, electric field increases, but velocity of electrons is decreases. Okay, but in this case, what about the mobility? Mobility is decreases. So mobility decreases. Here in this region, mobility decreases. Again here, mobility increases. Okay, this is drift velocity versus electric field. So we know that J is equal to sigma E. Sigma is equal to N E mu. Here, this is the concentration of electrons into mobility. So this I explained in previous graph. So this one is now V is equal to mu into electric field. So initially electric field increases, velocity of the electrons also increases, but after some time velocity of electrons is decreases, drift velocity of electrons. So the reason is mobility decreases here. Okay, so and one more thing here, in this J is equal to sigma E, in this also J is equal to sigma E. So electric field increases, J increases. That means Ohm's law satisfied. In this also, electric field increases, J increases. Ohm's law satisfied. But in this case, J is equal to sigma E. Electric field increases, J decreases. Ohm's law not following. That means negative resistance. So in this case, Ohm's law follow. Here also Ohm's law follow. But here, no Ohm's law. That means electric field increases, current density decreases. That means opposite. Opposite means negative resistance. If electric field increases, current density increases, that means positive resistance. Both are opposite, negative resistance. Okay. So, the continuation. For operating the negative resistance region, what is the condition satisfied? For operating the device in negative resistance region, what is the condition? So we know that negative resistance means current and voltage of the device are out of phase. That means 180 degrees phase shift. 180 degrees phase shift. Now we are calculating the condition. Okay, we know that conductivity is equal to lower valley plus upper valley. So we know, according to Ohm's law, J is equal to sigma E. Okay, so we have to calculate negative resistance. Resistance, that means negative resistance. Resistance condition. So we know that apply the we know that sigma is equal to E into mu L NL plus mu U NU. So why we have written is E sigma is equal to E into NU, concentration of electrons into mobility. Here we have two valleys, upper valley and lower valley. So sum at both concentration and mobility. The differential resistance of the device, we are finding the differential resistance. For that we need d sigma by d. Just to differentiate in this equation. So you will get this equation. That means just apply UV formula, differentiation of UV. So you will get equation number 1. So this term is required for finding the differential resistance. Why it is differential resistance? So if you observe the graph, there is a change from this point to this point. Okay, that is differential resistance. From this point to this point, resistance is changed, not fixed. That's why name is called differential resistance. Okay, so we know that Ohm's law, J is equal to sigma E, just differentiation of Ohm's law with respect to electric field. So dJ by dE. So this is the J, dJ by dE. So here also apply the UV formula. So you will get equation number 2. Just rewrite this equation. Okay. So this is equation number 3. Just rewrite this equation. Sigma is common. That's it only. So we already know d sigma by dE. We already derived d sigma by dE. So what is the resistance? This is the conductance dJ by dE. Okay, resistance, conductance. So we need negative value. I need this value is negative. When this is negative, so let's say y is equal to 1 plus x. I need y value is negative. That means that is a negative conductance. Okay, so when y is negative, x value should be less than minus 1. That means if it is 1 less than minus 1, let's say minus 2, this value is minus 1. That means this value is less than minus 1. So this value is less than minus 1. Just change the polarities like this. This is the condition. Okay, negative resistance will occur if you satisfy this condition. Of course, dJ by dE means conductance. Okay, so this is the condition required to operate the device in negative resistance region. And one more thing, we noted term is transferred electron devices. GUN diode is under the transferred electron devices. The operation is transferred electron devices. Why the name transferred electron devices? Here electrons are transferred from lower value to upper value. If the supply is more than threshold point. So electrons are transferred from lower value to upper value. That's why name is called transferred electron device. Okay. Now coming to next one is two value theory. In the continuation, two value theory means energy band diagram, about the energy band diagram. Why it is two valley? This energy band diagram also name is called two valley energy band diagram. Why it is two valley means in conduction band having two valleys, lower valley and upper valley. But in normal silicon, germanium, we have only one valley. But in compound components, gallium arsenide, indium phosphide, cadmium telluride, two valleys. So our GUN diode should be satisfied some criteria. Coming to point, what is two value model theory? So point number 1, del E should be greater than, far greater than Vt. That means 0.026 electron volt. The second condition, Eg far greater than del E. What is del E? The difference between two values, and the energy difference between two values. That is the second condition. What is the third condition? Lower valley having highest mobility, lower valley should be highest mobility and lowest mass of the electron. Upper valley having lowest mobility, highest mass of the electron. That is the third condition. When these three are satisfied, we will get oscillations in GUN. When these three are satisfied, we can observe oscillations. What happens if these conditions are failed? Let's say first condition is failed. If the first condition is failed, let's say, that means del E not far greater than Vt. Let's say del E value is 0.026 electron volts. 26 electron volts. That means, let's say this is the device, GUN diode. If you place in room temperature, electrons are flowing from lower value to upper value. There is no threshold electric field is required. If you just place the device in room temperature, in room, so electrons are moving from lower value to upper value. Okay, so that's why it should be greater than threshold voltage, Vt. Okay, now second point. If this is failed, that means if this value is 0.036 electron volt, In general, when electrons are moving from lower value to upper value, if the electron energy is, the supply energy is greater than 0.36 electron volt. In general, electrons are moving from lower value to upper value if the supply energy is equal to 0.36 electron volt. Here, energy band also 0.36 electron volt. This value is 0.36 electron volts. This value is equal to this value. So what happened? If the energy is greater than 0.36 electron volts, electrons are moving from lower value to upper value. At the same time, valency electrons also moving from lower value to, valency band to lower value. In this case, there is no negative resistance. So whatever left electrons filled by the valence electrons. So there is no sigma change. There is no sigma change means there is no current density. So if the electric field increases, current density also increases. But we need, if the electric field increases, current density should be decreases. When it decreases, only this electrons is transferred to lower value to upper value. But if the valence electrons transfer from valency band to lower value means there is no sigma change. Whatever left here, whatever transfer from lower value to upper value, again it is filled with valency band electrons. That's why this also should be del E, greater than del E. As we explained in third case, here mobility should be high, mobility should be low, mass of the electron should be low, mass of the electron should be high here. Then only negative resistance is possible. So I already explained example. You just take the reverse and solve the solve this example. For understanding point of view, just now I have explained here cases, different cases. You just take in reverse order. So see the difference. Okay. So mobility lower should be high, mobility upper should be low. Similarly, mass. We know that mass of the electron, mobility is inversely proportional to mass of the electron. If you change the mobility, corresponding mass also change. Okay. So third condition should be followed. Then only negative resistance will occur, oscillations will produce. These three conditions. So this I explained here. This was observed Ridley-Watkins-Hillsum. That's why also name it is called Ridley-Watkins-Hillsum theory or WH theory. So these are the points. First one, second one, third one. These three conditions should be satisfied. We know that silicon and germanium are our favorite elements. Those elements does not satisfy these conditions. That's why those elements does not exhibit negative resistance. So these are the reasons. These three reasons does not satisfy our favorite elements, silicon and germanium. Now next one is gun oscillation modes. In operation, we didn't observe how oscillations will develop. How oscillations will develop. We just understand how electrons are moving from lower value to upper value. Just we observed negative resistance is occurred or not, negative resistance exhibited or not. We know that when it is negative resistance, definitely oscillations will generated. But how it generated? We will discuss in this. gun oscillation modes. We have 4 oscillation modes. 2 are principal modes, 2 are special modes. We are operating gun in different modes. Gun diode in different modes. We have 2 principal modes, 2 special modes. Transit time mode, limited space charge accumulation mode, delayed mode, quenched mode. These 4 are the modes. Before going to the modes of the operation, how oscillations will produce. For understanding the oscillations, we need very important information, domain formation. We need a domain formation. How domain is formed? What is domain? So if you understand the domain formation, so then easily understand the how oscillations will develop. Now coming to domain. Generally, we are operating gun diode in reverse bias condition. We are operating gun diode in reverse bias condition. So this is the electrical connection. Total is N type only. N type. We are giving reverse bias condition. Okay. We are giving supplies like negative terminal here. This is the cathode. This is the anode. Now we are giving supply like one side is negative, another side is positive. Here this is negative means all electrons are flowing in this direction. Because majority are electrons only. All electrons are moving in this direction only. Okay. Now coming to the point. When bias voltage is applied, electric field is established across the gallium arsenide. Generally, when bias is applied, electric field is developed across the gallium arsenide. Okay. As E increases, electron drift velocity increases. As this supply increases, electrons are increases. More electrons are coming from this point, from this end. So this velocity is increases. So drift velocity increases up to certain potential only. That means when giving the supply, some electric field is developed across the material. Now we are increasing the further. So what happened? Generally, when we are giving the voltage, supply voltage, electric field is developed. Electric field. This electric field is opposing the flow of electrons. Whatever developed electric field is across the junction or across the device, opposing the flow of electrons. So what happened? So mobility decreases. When electric field increases means mobility decreases. When mobility decreases means velocity decreases. That means electrons are slowed down. Previously electrons are moving very fast. Now electrons are moving slow down. If one person is moving slow means what about the backside persons also moving slow? So all are formed in one bunch. Generally group of people are moving in one direction. If the first persons are moving slow means automatically remaining persons also slow down and they formed in one group. Okay, so they formed in one group. All are pile up. That means all are formed in one place. That is called domain. This is called domain or charge layer. Where this domain is formed? This domain is formed at the cathode side only, because electrons are flowing from cathode to anode. Electrons are flowing from cathode to anode. When supply is more, This whatever electric field formed already in the gallium arsenide that opposes the flow of electrons. So all are formed in one place. That means all are formed in cathode side only. This is called a domain. This domain is moving. Of course, electrons are moving, but it is very less velocity. Whatever grouped electrons are moving, also moving, but it is very less velocity, slowly moving. That means domain is moving. So the group of electrons means it opposes the further electrons. Let us say this is the group. It opposes the incoming electrons. Opposes the incoming electron means what? That group of electrons having highest electric field. That's why name is called high field domain. So E field across the domain is higher than the rest of the crystal. So whatever domain is formed and having highest electric field, this E field is more compared to the rest of the crystal. For example, if it is placed here, this E field is more compared to the rest of the crystal. This is the rest of the crystal. Let's say this is the rest of the crystal. Why domain is placed moving from here to here? Domain is moving because electrons also moving, but it is very slow velocity. But it has highest electric field, so that is compared to the rest of the crystal is high. When further increasing the voltage, domain prevents the further domain. For example, already domain is created here. It has highest electric field. That means it opposes the new electrons. It opposes the new electron means there is no formation of new domain. What is domain? A group of electrons, bunch of electrons. But already domain is formed. It has highest electric field. It opposes the further new electrons. That means there is no domain formation. So domain prevents the further domain. That's it. Now, once domain is formed, electrons are moving very slow. That means flow of electrons is slow. This is very slow. That means current decreases. Current low decreases. There is no current here. Current decreases. So current in the presence of domain decreases. Then domain means it opposes the flow of electrons. So current in the domain, in the presence of domain decreases. After domain, generally domain is moving from cathode to anode slowly. After moving domain to the anode, current increases. That means there is no domain. There is no domain means electrons are moving freely from cathode to anode. Again, current increases. So, in the presence of domain, current decreases. If the domain is reaches to the anode, current increases. So, like this. This is moving like here moving. So, it reaches to the finally here, anode. Once it reaches to the anode, now there is a chance to enter the electrons. So, current increases. Now, again, here electrons are coming. Again, domain is formed. Again, current decreases. Until when it is decreases, up to it reaches to the anode. After reaching the anode, again current increases. So, oscillations are developed. So, here, what is the time period of the oscillations? The time period of oscillations name is called transit time. So, what is transit time? Transit time means the time taken of the domain transferred from cathode to anode is called transit time. The time taken of the domain travel from cathode to anode. Generally, domains are formed at the cathode side. It will travel to anode, but it is slowly moving. How much time it is required? That is called transit time. So, therefore, Period of oscillations, how much period? Generally, if the length of the gallium arsenide is very long, so what about the period? So period of oscillations is 1 by the specimen length. So if the length is very long, transit time is very high. This is oscillations, not period of time, not time period. If the length is very long, transit time is very high. Okay, so in conclusion, high field domain forms when it is forms when more supply voltage. That means the electric field is more than threshold voltage. Before it will not form. Okay, before electric field is very small only. After supply voltage high, electric field is high on the material. It will not disappear. It will not disappear. When it will disappear? After reaching the anode. We can disappear also. We can disappear by decreasing the supply voltage. That is in our hand. The domain can disappear if you provide supply V less than VTH. Formation of new domain can be prevented by decreasing E below VTH. When it prevents the new domain. Okay, once domain is created, it prevents the new domain. So this is about the domain. So while moving the domain, current is decreases. After reaching the domain to the anode, current increases. So current decreases, increases, decreases, increases. This is the period of oscillations. So if we have gallium arsenide specimen, so we can observe period of oscillations. This period of oscillations depends on how much time it takes from cathode to anode. Domain is moving. Okay, so once you understand this, we can understand easily gun oscillation modes. So this is about the generation of the current. Oscillations, let's say simply oscillations, function of time. Now in gun oscillation mode, first one is transit time mode. We are connecting gun diode. This is a gun diode. We are connecting gun diode in parallel RLC circuit. This is the DC bias. Parallel RC circuit having some time period. It gives oscillations. That oscillations having some time period. Okay. So let's say this is the RF oscillations due to RLC circuit. If this oscillations time period equal to the transit time, tau t means transit time, tau naught means this oscillations. If RLC circuit oscillations is equal to transit time oscillations, transit time, then the mode is called transit time mode. That means if it having only the time period is here tau naught, if this tau naught equal to the tau t, so if you are operating like your gun diode is operating like this, it is called transit time mode. For operating the transit time mode, so drift velocity is equal to 10 to the power of 7 centimeter per second. Here Vs is called, this is Vs, sustained velocity, sustaining velocity. Okay, that means sustaining velocity, drift velocity all are equal here. Now coming to next one. Here efficiency is only 10%. So if you operate gun diode in this mode, 10%. Now delayed mode. If your oscillations time period is more compared to the transit time period, that means this is RF circuit oscillations. Let's say RLC circuit oscillations. This oscillation time period is more compared. This is a transit time. Up to this only transit time. This oscillation time period is more compared to the transit time is called delayed mode. Why it is delayed? This RF oscillation time period is reached well in time. actually well in time. It reached to the anode well in time. But again new domain is formed. After above threshold only new domain is formed. There is some delay. This is delay. After threshold only new domain is formed. This domain is reached well in time. It reached anode well in time. But again new domain is formed, but it is having some delay. That's why name is called delayed mode. Name is delayed mode. So domain arrives at the anode well in time. Also called inhibited mode. Its efficiency is 20%. So if you operate your gun diode is in this mode, it is a 20% efficiency. Next one is quenched mode. That means RLC, this oscillations time period is less than the transit time mode. Less than the transit time mode. That means this oscillations time period is ended before reaching the anode. It's not reaching the anode. When it will reach, if it is reached here, it will reach the anode. But it is not reaching. Before it terminated. That's why quenched mode. So if you are operating gun diode in this, so efficiency is 13%. Sorry, here this is not in between. This is 13%. Now coming to last one is LSA mode, limited space charge accumulation mode. Here is your oscillations time period is 3 times the transit time mode. That means this is the transit time mode, in between 3 times. Like this. 1, 2, 3. This is limited space charge accumulation mode. In this case, there is no domain formation. The reason is, first cycle completed, again next one is started. Third one also started. Before reaching the anode, multiple oscillations will occur. That means there is no domain formation. Very most important mode for gun oscillator. Domain is not allowed to form in this case. There is no time for domain formation. So efficiency is 20% in this case. Most of the times gun diode is operated in this mode only. So this is gun oscillator mode. So this is about the gun oscillation modes. For if you want to for understanding these modes, we need a domain formation. Okay. Now coming to advantages and disadvantages. It is cheapest source of the microwaves. Very cheap. It gives the oscillations. Same earlier also we have traveling wave tube, reflex klystron. Okay, we have magnetron. So compared to those devices, it is very cheapest, very small device. Compact in size point as well, very less. Operate over a large bandwidth and possess high frequency. So we can operate very large bandwidth and high frequency also. Coming to disadvantages. We need high turn on voltage. What is high turn on voltage? That turn on voltage equivalent to what is how much electric field? 2000 to 4000 volts per centimeter. That much of electric field is required. That is the turn on voltage. So we need more turn on voltage. That is the disadvantage. It is less efficient less than 10 gigahertz. If you operate less than 10 gigahertz, it is less efficient. More than 10 only efficient. Poor temperature stability. Temperature, that's why we have heat sink for this to account the heat loss. Coming to applications, many applications we are using a Gunn oscillator. So for amplification purpose and oscillation purpose, wherever microwave oscillations and microwave amplifications is required, we are using Gunn oscillator, Gunn diode. It is also used in sensors in colloidal avoidance for radar systems. Vehicle automatic brake systems, traffic analyzer sensors. We can analyze the traffic by placing the Gunn diode, so it observes the traffic. And other instruments, blind spot, car radars, and pedestrian safety systems, distance meters, elapsed distance meters. Okay, for identifying the distance, elapsed distance meters. Automatic identification, presence and absence, and that means the person is present here or not. The indicators. Movement sensors, distance measurement. Distance measurement means from that point to, let's say, this point to this point, how much distance. So these are the applications in Gunn diode. Many other applications also there. So briefly I have given applications. Thank you.